To every human problem, there is a wisdom solution. There is a wisdom solution to every situation of life. Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 13. My people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge. So knowledge is the know what, and wisdom is the know how. Getting the best out of what you know, because you know how it applies. That's wisdom. Someone met me sometimes and shared something with me, and I said, you don't have a problem. Get back to the man and prostrate for him. It ended there. Just one thing. You'll have been frustrated all his life just by one prostrate, and then you're over. Between a lifetime frustration and one-time frustration, which one is best? To every question, there is a wisdom answer. To every obstacle, there is a wisdom miracle. It takes wisdom to take off, but it takes greater wisdom to stay off. Haven't we seen a lot of you that have gotten a lot of results and caused a lot of waves at one time or another, and suddenly just fizzle out? As you grow in grace, you must grow in wisdom, so that grace will not be converted to disgrace. As you grow in results, you must grow in resource. Otherwise, the results will crash. We don't really have problems. We just lack what? Adequate insight. Years ago, I said, there is no mountain anywhere. Every man's ignorance is his mountain. Now, let me tell you what that means. Now, somebody is a teacher in the primary school. He has built a house. Another one is an executive in an oil company. He has no plot. The value you derive from your resources is a function of wisdom. What you have is not as important as how best you handle what you have in getting what you desire. There's a lot of difference. I said something in Kaduna many years ago. One man who came to our church for the first time, he belongs to another Pentecostal church. When he had me announce that by next Sunday there will be roof on your head, he said, this man can lie. What method will ever be used under heaven to make roof come upon people's head between this Sunday and next Sunday? This crowd of people. So the following Sunday was coming to see the light. By the time he came, behold, there was roof everywhere. Now, I didn't tell you what kind of roof. I said, by this coming Sunday, there will be roof. So, roof has many forms, and whatever is the roof must be the roof. Now, listen, we built a church with less than 30,000 naira with the northern mat we call Zana, tied it with rope, and everybody sat under that holy assembly without any scorching heat having access. All was done in a week. There is a vow not to borrow, so there must be the width to put what you have to work to get the result you desire. We are combating the sun, we are not combating the rain. So all we need is a shed, just like you have the canopy of a tree giving you a shield against rain. We can use the mat to get that result. We do. So if you can think enough, what you have is enough. Why are you pricing things you don't have any means to buy? To put yourself under more pressure, so your blood pressure can rise. You don't have money for one bedroom, you are pricing 3-bedroom house. I've never prayed over house rent in my life. I don't rent any houses that needed prayer. The houses I have ever rented, they are prayerless houses. They don't need prayer to pray. I never sent children to school that needed prayer to pay fees. My children go to the school that don't need prayer for payment. Because the pressures you put on your life, they choke your capacity to reason. And so keep you at the same spot. One of us came to me years ago in Kaduna and he said, he needed for me to pray for him. He needed a job. I said, that car outside, whose car is this? It's my car. I said, that's a job. I said, put this car at Kao Garage and say you are going to Kano. Put on your tie. They will like you. Somebody with a tie and coat and has this car and going to Kano will take his own car. So he went to Kano. Following day, he came back with a smile. He said, it works. I said, how? He made 3,000. Then, and he had returned by 2 p.m. He was inside a job, looking for a job. Can you understand what I'm saying? We don't really have problems. We only lack adequate insight. There are untold opportunities all around you where you are standing. The Bible says the wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom and with all your gettings, because that's what gives value to any other thing. With all your gettings, a good job is not equal to a good life. It is wisdom that gives value to every other virtue of life. How much you serve is not part of the factors for answered prayer. If you ask anything according to my will, I hear you. And if I hear you, then you know you have received my petitions of me. Not if you hit yourself and then you put your head between your knees. The posture is irrelevant. The temperature of your groaning is not the issue. And when you go before the throne, you have gone before the judge of all the earth. So what you need are your facts. I conclude by saying there is a wisdom solution to every human situation.